Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sly Fox Sports podcast. I'm doing the intro because we're talking about English football, baby. Oh, yes, it's FA Cup weekends, the most romantic cup competition in all of football, which means...
That's this weekend.
Of course, that's this weekend, baby.
Oh,
Yes,
son of
indeed.
a bitch.
Yeah, this weekend.
Okay.
Fucking
I'm good.
It's a stacked weekend for sports, but nothing should take precedent over the FA Cup, ladies and gentlemen. I love the FA Cup, and obviously being a Liverpool City fan, when we knocked out Premier League Burnley, when we were top of the National League, there was something like 92 places between the two teams, and we'd done them in their own gaff 1-0, and then got bummed by Arsenal in the quarterfinals. But still, magical season, and we won the title, so I'm okay with that. Right, Jeremy Minner has no clue about these fixtures, which is going to make this a lot of fun. So if you want some entertainment for the next 20 minutes, I highly recommend you watch this video. Let's start with Aston Villa versus Liverpool on Friday night.
Ooh.
Yeah, two Premier League teams colliding. Villa versus Liverpool. Now, don't forget in the FA Cup that a lot of these teams tend to play their...
Yeah, they like to play the second string or the third stringers or...
Who you got, Villa or Liverpool? Villa at home.
I quite fancy Villa.
No, I do. I've got Villa down to win this. I think Liverpool are desperate to stay in contention when it comes to the title, especially after losing to Southampton on Monday night. I've got Villa. In another all Premier League clash on Friday night, Wolves take on Crystal Palace.
Now see, Palace will play a normal side because they're shit.
Savage,
mate. Wolves are on the downslide right now, even though they're, doing what they're doing. That's a toughie, man. I think I'll go with Wolves.
Yeah, I'm going to go Wolves just because they're at home. This is an opportunity for the FA Cup for smaller teams or, even big teams per se, like Premier League teams like Wolves and Crystal Palace, to do well, because this is an opportunity for them, because obviously these teams aren't likely to challenge for the title. So this affords them an opportunity to do well in a cup tournament. But I'll go with Wolves. Moving on to Saturday, this is when it starts getting a bit murky for you. Boreham Wood host Millwall.
I'm sorry, Boreham Wood?
Boreham Wood, yeah, not Boring Wood, Boreham Wood. I know Boreham Wood quite well. Being a Lincoln City fan, I love this, right? This is where we find out how much of a snob Jeremy Miller is. Because I'm a Lincoln fan, so I know all these teams. I've been to all these terrible little football clubs and back outposts in the middle of nowhere in England. Miller's got no idea where Boreham Wood is. Where do you think Boreham Wood is in the United Kingdom?
Let's try southeast.
Ooh, sort of. You're not too far off. They're actually just north of London.
So
you're not terribly far away. And of course, they'll be at home to everyone's favourite and my favourite team, Millwall. Carefully you pick here, because they might start throwing hate your way.
You know what? Just because Millwall fans are fucking bell end pieces of shit and Britain first, I'm going to go with Boreham.
I'm pretty sure Boreham Wood has quite a few Britain First members, to be honest. Boreham Wood is more famous, actually, for where the BBC studios are than it is for actually a football team.
Jesus. Okay.
I've been there a few times.
Boreham Wood.
I'm going to pick Boreham Wood just because I want to upset their Millwall fans more. Fuck them. Suck on my chode, you dirty scum. Suck on my meaty Arab chode. Britain First. I'm going with Boreham Wood. Go on, Boreham Wood. Do it.
Go on.
In what will no doubt be the clash. No doubt be the biggest clash of the weekend. Everton host Rotherham United.
I actually know Rotherham United.
You better too.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, you know why? The Chuckle Brothers used to support them. To me. To you.
Now see, Everton...
It's not that difficult. It's not.
It could be, though.
Yeah, Rotherham are a decent outfit. They're not terrible.
Everton's going to play they might play the U23.
You fancy Rotherham for an upset then? Bearing in mind,
absolutely not. I think Everton will win, but I think
if there's a draw, they have a replay. So
okay, maybe it'll go to a replay.
Until I think it gets to the quarterfinals, then I think they just go straight. I don't know. They keep changing the goddamn rules every year. Do you know what? Back in the day, you'll love this. Back in the day, if you kept drawing, you kept playing replays until someone won outright. And once Arsenal faced Tottenham in the semi-finals, and they drew 4 games and had to keep playing. until the 5th game. That's what they used to do. Fixture
off.
congestion be damned. That's how real those men were back in the day. None of this, my calves hurt. I had to play in Europe this week. I think I've hurt my foot a little bit. I can't play football this week. They were like, fucking leather pig skin for football. Kick it up to north and header it in the fucking net 4 times a week, you bastard. They don't give a shit, mate. They were fucking hard back then. Bert Troutman, mate. Enough said. Luton Town. Hey, not him, the actual Luton Town.
Right.
Facing my friend Drew's team, Reading, who are flying high and doing very well in the Championship right now. Luton, of course, very tough. Kenilworth Road is a very tough place to visit. As a Lincoln fan, I know all about the problems with Luton Town. We, I believe Lincoln and Luton had a record amount of arrests in the conference when they faced each other. So,
lovely.
Yeah, it's quite a tough place. Yeah, that's another one where Britain First seems to be quite popular. Sorry, Luton. Oh, by the way, my apologies. This is just completely off track. Last time Lincoln played Luton at Sincil Bank, I was at that game, and the Lincoln fans were chanting to the Luton end, "You're just a town full of Muslims." So, you know, I'm aware that Lincoln is just as racist as everywhere else. So, yeah, wow. I might be the only person with any kind of ethnic minority whatsoever in Lincoln, I'm afraid.
Oh, shit.
Luton or Reading?
I like Reading.
Yeah, I like Reading too. Norwich City, of course, flying high top of the Championship, will face Coventry City, who many moons ago people will remember they were a good Premier League outfit. They've fallen on hard times over the last few years, bad ownership, but they are doing reasonably well at the moment, League One side. So, yeah.
I like Norwich. The Canaries.
You had to throw that in there, didn't you? You're like, oh, look at my knowledge. I know that they're called the Canaries. I like it. Yeah, I mean, I quite like Coventry City. They're playing a lot better than they were. Yeah, they're actually, Coventry City are actually in the Championship. They got promoted from the Premier League.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they caused all kinds of problems for Lincoln when they were in League One. But yeah, I quite like Norwich in this one, to be honest. It depends, though, because obviously Norwich being top of the Championship, they might just sacrifice this game entirely. So that they can, because obviously the league is important, because let's be honest, nothing is more important than winning the Championship and get back in the Premier League with all that sweet TV money.
You win in the FA Cup. That is pretty good money, though.
If you win it, yeah, but nothing like if you win the FA Cup, I think you get something like 1.6 million. If you get promoted to the Premier League, it's worth about 300 or 400 million.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, including all the TV money and that. Not to mention parachute payments. Exactly, it's all about that moolah, baby. Nottingham Forest host Cardiff in an all-championship.
Ooh, see, I have a soft spot for Cardiff because of what happened to Emiliano Sala, and I'm going to go with Cardiff.
The Forest are having a very rough time of it in the Championship at the moment, so I think they might get a win here just to kind of... More often than not, teams that are struggling in their own leagues tend to do all right in the FA Cup because it's a good distraction for them. It's an opportunity to kind of have a fresh start, and it's one and done. It's knockout football, which is great. I think that's what makes it so exciting, and it is obviously the oldest knockout tournament in football in the world as well. Been going since the late 1800s, which is very cool. So yeah, I'm going to pick Nottingham Forest. Chorley were meant to host Derby, which would have been fantastic. Chorley, I believe, are in the what I would call the Conference North. I think they call it the Vanarama National League North now. Fucking, they just keep whatever sponsors they can get. Basically, they are 2 divisions below League 2. They would have played Derby, which would have been quite good for them. Big money spinning game, especially when that is unfortunately, I believe, off due to COVID. So we'll leave that one there for now. Blackburn Rovers host Doncaster Rovers in a proper northern game. That is. All right, so fucking north. Lancashire bastard. Blackburn is such a miserable place. Sorry, Blackburn. It's such a miserable place.
I was going to tell you, like, Blackburn. I know Blackburn from old Premier League.
The Blackburn Premier League champions. Blackburn. Once upon a time. Shearer's son, the SAS.
I think. See, Blackburn's been on a.
Get on with it, mate. We'll be here forever.
Doncaster.
There you go. I'm going to pick Blackburn. Blackpool at home to West Brom. Struggling West Brom of the Premier League go on the road to lowly little Blackpool Town, which is obviously a very popular holiday destination in the United Kingdom.
This is going to shock you, but I think William Regal's team's got it here.
Yeah, Regal. I'm rooting for Blackpool in this. I want to see old Fat Sam, or as Steve Neal so politely put it in our Arsenal video that you should all be checking out when we discuss what it's like being an Arsenal fan the last 15 years.
By the way, that Arsenal video got blocked.
It did, which is why I reposted it if you were paying attention.
I did not notice that.
Sake. Yes. So also, why do we need to let our viewers know that the video got blocked initially? Because I had footage of Mesut Ozil scoring a free kick in there, which the Premier League contained of their own. Fuck you, Scudamore. Yeah, ultimately, Steve referred to Sam Allardyce as a gravy-chugging cunt. So, as he so politely put it, who doesn't want? I like West Brom. I love their fans. I think they're phenomenal. But I don't like Sam Allardyce. He is the aforementioned gravy-chugging guy. So, I'm going to root for Blackpool in this one. I really want them to do well. Bristol Rovers host Sheffield United, another team in crisis.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, if anything's got upset written all over it, it's this one.
Okay. Bristol Rovers, they're in League One?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, they're in Lincoln's League, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think Bristol Rovers is going to pull it off against Sheffield United because United have nothing.
United have nothing. How depressing is that? I really hope Wilder doesn't watch this. He might fucking hang himself. Jesus. Yeah, Bristol Rovers for the upset. Quite like that. The struggling Premier League teams keep coming. Burnley are at home to Milton Keynes Dons. The MK Dons, who people might remember, of course, were Wimbledon Football Club before they moved to Milton Keynes.
Yes. MK Dons in past FA Cups have been really good. And I like MK Dons. I think MK pulls it off.
I'm going to pick Burnley. MK Dons. Milton Keynes is a very boring, very tedious city/town. It's famous for basically being an intersection of motorways. That's all it is. And basically, there's nothing there. All there is just industry. I will say one thing, lovely stadium, great setup actually. You've got a lovely modern stadium. It can actually, they only keep the bottom part open as far as I remember, but I think at full capacity it can hold something like 30 odd thousand. It was actually scheduled to be like an Olympic sort of place and that, but yeah, no, it's a shame actually, because you'd expect a club like that to, do better. They've got a good infrastructure. But yeah, I quite fancy Burnley to win, and I don't think MK Don's very lowly, small level of support are going to know what hits them when they go on the road to Lancashire. Well, they won't do because nobody's allowed in the stadium. So, stay at home. For the love of God, don't go to Burnley because that is rough. Sorry. By the way, Burnley just got a new owner, didn't they? Who's obviously looking to, so it'd be interesting to see how they react to that. Ooh. Oldham are at home to high-flying Bournemouth for the Championship. Oldham not so athletic. All right.
Yeah, I'm a Cherries guy. I think the Cherries are going to tilt.
You've taken many a cherry in your time, and you're taking the Cherries here. Yeah, Bournemouth it is. Now then, this is what I'm excited for. This is the title round, and I'll be watching this. The Southwest London derby has arrived. Queen's Park Rangers host Fulham. They're literally 15 minutes from each other. Prepare for war. It is literally the ugliest football team versus the most polite football team. Come on, Fulham. We won't have any of you dirty reprobates from QP. Ha ha ha. Yeah, this is going to be. Should be a barn burner actually. QPR versus Fulham. They don't like each other at all. Of course, Fulham won't do anything about it. They'll just throw organic beans at them. I say, get out of our yard with filthy QPRs.
Is it at Fulham or is it at QPR?
No, it's at QPR, which is Loftus Road, obviously. Very famous.
Loftus is a very hard place to play.
They actually, believe it or not, were considering Loftus Road as an alternative site for more NFL games. I would like to point out that Loftus Road holds 16,000 people. Go fuck yourself.
Indeed.
Oh, we could have 80,000, or we could just go down the road to Loftus Road, yeah.
I think
them yardies love a bit of fucking NFL, innit?
I think Fulham's got this one in the back.
I'm hoping so. This has got fucking banana skin written all over it. QPR are going to be well up for this, and Fulham obviously trying to survive in the league. I'm going to pick QPR, much to my chagrin, but yeah. Stevenage hosts Swansea.
Oh, Swansea.
Yeah, I've got Swansea as well.
Yeah.
Stoke City at home to Leicester.
Ooh. The Potters and the Foxes.
You've been swatting up your nicknames, haven't you?
No, I actually know these.
Yeah, I mean, Stoke were in the Premier League recently.
I think Leicester's got this.
Yeah, I would expect them to. Wycombe Wanderers at home to Preston North End. Wycombe have really struggled. Their very first ever season in the Championship. They got promoted from League One last season under Gareth Ainsworth, and it has been a pretty rough time for them, bless them. They just don't have the infrastructure or the ability to hang in that kind of division. But this is an opportunity for them, and they're at home to Preston, and they're in the third round of the Cup, which is great for them. Obviously,
I think Preston's got this one.
Yeah.
It's good for Wycombe. I'm not mistaken, wasn't Preston North End in the playoff or set to be in the playoff for?
No, I think they're in the semi-finals, or they almost made the semi-finals a couple of years ago. They're a tough team, but yeah, I'm going to go with Wycombe. Actually, I want Wycombe to do well here, and I think this is a chance. This is a distraction for them, you know. And one of the advantages of being in the Championship means that you enter the FA Cup at the third round with all the Premier League teams, as they have done here. So they haven't had to go through the first or second round. Lincoln, unfortunately, were knocked out in the second round. So whatever. Don't care, mate. Didn't want to be in the cup anyway. Fuck yous. We got to the quarterfinals once. That'll do me. Arsenal host Newcastle in the evening.
Ooh.
Come on, it's Arsenal's youth, mate. They're going to run rampant here, I reckon.
Newcastle.
Oh, Steve, get him. I'm picking Arsenal. I fancy Arsenal are very good in cup competitions. This is their wheelhouse. I expect Arsenal to do well in the cup. Arsenal to beat Newcastle comfortably. Brentford, who just came off, obviously, a heartbreaker, losing the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup to Spurs. They host Middlesbrough. And you want to talk about an outpost where they send people to never return. Middlesbrough's probably it. Sorry, Middlesbrough fans, but it's just the way it is. It's a fucking...
Yeah.
It's like Newcastle after it got hit by a fucking...
Last time Middlesbrough was relevant was when wasn't Christian Stuani their striker?
What about Juninho, mate, and Fabrizio Ravanelli?
Oh God, yeah,
Legends. Rather famously, they got to the semi-finals. They actually got to the final. Rather famously, actually, they got to the FA Cup final when they got relegated. You should know that because Chelsea beat them in the final 2-0 because Roberto Di Matteo at the time scored the fastest ever goal in an FA Cup final.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes. It's sad anyone not knows more about Chelsea than the Chelsea fan.
Oh, fuck off. Middlesbrough and who
Evan
again?
Peacock, never heard of him.
Oh, fuck off. Who is Borough playing again?
It's Brentford at home to Middlesbrough.
Brentford, yes.
Doing very well this season. I fancy Brentford, especially the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. No reason why they can't get out of this game.
I mean, Brentford's trying.
Just pick one, you fairy.
Yeah, Brentford.
Okay, you're picking Brentford. There you go. Huddersfield Town will be at home to Plymouth Argyle. Talk about, I'll tell you what, you can thank yourself lucky that fans aren't allowed in because that would be like a 6 or 7 hour drive. Fuck that. To go to either of those places, not acceptable.
Jesus Christ.
I drove to Huddersfield actually from Portsmouth to watch Lincoln play. Oof. Yeah, we did win though.
Oh, nice. I think Huddersfield. Huddersfield for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Huddersfield. Plymouth don't tend to travel too well. Plus, it's Plymouth, isn't it? Bunch of 16 wankers. I only say that because Steve lives right near Plymouth. I just want to wind him up. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't support Plymouth anyway. He's an Arsenal fan. Man United have the tough task of overhauling Watford at home.
Now, Watford is a sneaky...
They're not doing too bad. Watford are a strong side in the Championship. Yeah.
The Hornets are a sneaky fucking club.
Here he goes with the nicknames again. He loves it. The Hornets, baby.
Loads
of these clubs who don't have many fans are going to be desperate for you to support them now because you know all their nicknames. We love that Jeremy Miller. He's a great guy. He knows our nickname.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Watford.
Oh, you idiot. Man United. Southampton are at home to Shrewsbury Town.
Oh, that's Southampton all day.
Shrewsbury used to play at a stadium called Gay Meadow.
That's nice. Yeah, Southampton all day. Yeah.
I think it was Shrewsbury. Yeah. Okay, well that. Oh, by the way, Lincoln City are at home to Peterborough in League One. Go on, the City. But that's nothing to do with the FA Cup because we're not in it anymore because we're not good enough. And moving on to Sunday, there's still plenty more to come. Barnsley are at home to Tranmere. You don't know where either of those places are, do you? Where's Barnsley? Where do you think Barnsley is?
Barnsley.
You don't even know half of our counties.
Is Barnsley by Blackpool?
Do you know what? They're up that way. They're up north. So fair enough. They're in Yorkshire.
Okay.
Barnsley.
Okay.
But it's much further over.
Yeah. Okay. And then I have no idea where
Tranmere is near Liverpool.
Oh. Okay.
Not quite as good as Liverpool, though. So don't get that one confused.
Right. So they're nowhere near. It's not anywhere near Merseyside or anything like that. Let's go with. Fuck. Who was it again? Tranmere and
Barnsley versus Tranmere Rovers.
We'll go with Barnsley.
I'm going to go with Tranmere for a laugh because I don't care. Bristol City are playing my local side, Portsmouth. Portsmouth are into the third round.
Oh,
again. Portsmouth doing very well, right up Lincoln's arses at the top of League One.
Yeah, Portsmouth
from a bunch of naval boys.
I knew their thing at one point, but I can't think of it right now.
Who, Portsmouth? They're just called Pompey.
Yeah. Pompey. Yeah, that's right.
No one says it with that much enthusiasm down Fratton Park. You probably get your shit kicked in for that. What's he fucking doing? Portsmouth is quite a tough place. I like Portsmouth though. I'm gonna support my stepdad. He's 82, bless his heart. Getting on now, and he's a big Pompey fan, and I always root for Pompey for him. So, and we used to go and watch Pompey games when I was a kid. It used to be £2, ladies and gentlemen, which is about $3 to get in and watch Portsmouth when I was a kid. That shows you, and I'm only 35, so that shows you how quickly football has become about money. So yeah, but I'm going to be rooting for my boys from Pompey, and obviously loads of my mates have season tickets and that, so they'll probably massacre me if I don't pick Pompey. Chelsea have the unenviable task of hosting lowly League Two side Morecambe at home. That's
what it was.
Fucking Morecambe. If you don't beat them, you may as well retire. Frank Lampard can get a sack.
Yeah. If we can't beat...
They'll probably, just to be dickheads, they'll play Giroud because he doesn't get to play much, and he'll score like 15 goals. It'll be ridiculous. Right.
No, they'll start fucking one of the guys, the U23 guys, and he'll just go off.
Yeah, you got to think Chelsea should be okay.
Yeah, should be.
In the glamour tie, Cheltenham face Mansfield. Mansfield Town, mate. How do you not know Mansfield Town? Very famous.
I know Mansfield, Ohio. That's a little bit farther.
They probably got just as much chance of overhauling Cheltenham. These are two teams that exist
only for the FA Cup.
Pretty much. Nobody ever talks about them, but here they are in the FA Cup.
We'll do Cheltenham.
Yeah, I'll go with Cheltenham. Why not? Because
fuck it.
I hate Mansfield.
Okay.
They're one of Lincoln's rivals. We don't like them.
Okay.
And again, six fingers. Crawley at home to Leeds.
Oh, Leeds.
Yeah. Poor Crawley. Crawley, not that far from me, actually. I live quite near Crawley.
Okay.
So, yeah. Manchester City host Birmingham City at home.
Oh, that's such a hard one to decide. Are we going to see? Yeah, Man City.
Yeah, Man City. Now, here's the good one here. A team called Marine, who are a very low-end
yes,
team, and it's amazing. They are facing Tottenham at home.
Is that actually going on?
I don't. As far as I know, yes. It hasn't been called.
Okay. I want Marine to win.
The whole world wants Marine to win because nobody has heard of Marine until now. Very similar to when Lincoln were doing well. No one had really given a shit or remembered us for years. And then we done Burnley and everyone was like, oh, fair enough. I think Tottenham will be okay.
Yeah, Tottenham will be
probably
okay.
be 7 or 8-0. But you know what? Good luck, Marine. Enjoy your day. I'm really sad that fans can't go in actually because
I think
it's
Marine's
the biggest game in their history, and their fans won't get to see it, and that sucks dick. So
it
does. Out the pubs if you can, if you're allowed in your pubs. I don't think you will be. It depends on the team. Actually, no, we're in lockdown, so hopefully it's on TV. So park it up, get your scarves out, park up on the sofas, have a few drinks, enjoy yourselves, and just enjoy your moment because you deserve this. Obviously, I know what it's like being a little team, getting your big game like that. It's just enjoy it. It's a wonderful day for you. Getting to who would have thought Marine would be in the third round and won the first round because they had to qualify all the way from the back end. So they had to qualify just to get into the first round, then won the third. So they've done really well.
Oh, damn.
So yeah, they and rounding out Sunday's fixtures, Newport County are at home to Brighton. Banana skin alert. Newport County are very famous for the upsets.
I'll take Brighton.
Yeah, I'm going to pick Brighton, but I think Newport will make it difficult for them. I think this is going to be 2-1. Wouldn't be surprised if it's a draw, actually. Rounding out all of the fixtures, on Monday night, Stockport County host West Ham United. West Ham!
What West Ham?
Yeah, West Ham. Yeah, West Ham.
Yeah.
Good luck to you, Stockport. Have a good time with it. And again, another team, just enjoy it. Stockport used to be in the Championship all the way back now into. I think they're in the National League North now. That shows how far.
By the way, the Chelsea Morecambe match, is that at Stamford Bridge?
That's at Stamford Bridge. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Good luck.
At least the Morecambe players get to play in a nice stadium. So
right.
Morecambe.
Enjoy the shed end.
What I always say to all because I've got a lot of friends who support very small teams. Obviously, there'll be no fans in any of these games. There are no fans for any football now because of lockdown and that. But as I always say, if your team are on TV, there are some of these fixtures being televised. In fact, I do actually have the list here of the games that will be televised. But ultimately, if you're supporting a smaller club, just have a bit of fun, enjoy yourselves. It's not often that your team will get to be on the TV, never mind against big teams. The Aston Villa Liverpool game will be live this Friday. Chorley versus Derby was actually scheduled to be on TV, which is a shitter that's been called off because that would have been big. Because if you're on TV, by the way, you pick up quite a large sum of money for being on TV. Case in point, when Lincoln got to the quarterfinals, they got $500,000 just for being on TV against Arsenal, just that one game.
Oh, shit.
Not to mention, they had 9,000 fans in the away end.
Because the match was canceled due to COVID and they were due to be on TV.
Likelihood is BT Sport will still televise it when it happens. So.
Well, I was going to say, are they still going to get the television revenue?
Only the TV revenue will only be available to them if they play on the TV, which is. But I think they will replay it on the TV. It'll be fine. So Arsenal versus Newcastle is on BBC One, which is fantastic because everyone has access to BBC One. That's a terrestrial channel. Literally everyone can watch that for free, which is good. Well, TV licensing aside. Man United versus Watford. Man United have a very famous tradition, regardless of who they play, of always being on TV. That will be on BT Sport, because Man United in it. Crawley Town versus Leeds is going to be televised. Luckily, on BBC One, Marine versus Tottenham will be on TV. I will provide links to anyone who needs them to watch this out of town or whatever, because it could be fantastic. Newport versus Brighton is also on TV. That's on BT Sport on Sunday night. And Stockport versus West Ham on Monday will be televised as well. So nice to see that at least, the big upset games, the tiny little teams, they get the opportunity to play on TV because that's how it should be. A little surprised, actually. I would much rather watch Chelsea versus Morecambe than Man United versus fucking Watford, if I'm being honest. Those two teams don't need TV money. Morecambe could have done with a nice little payday there, as far as I'm concerned. Shows the bias really of everything that's going on. But at least, hey, Marine versus Tottenham, fantastic for everyone involved. So I'm really looking forward.
I will laugh my complete full ass off.
I'm never going to be so passionately behind a team I've never heard of before in all my life. Like I will literally be. I'm going to buy a Marine kit and everything. I have scarves and fucking banners and all sorts. I'll be ready for it. But that's your FA Cup predictions, ladies and gentlemen.
Where's Marine from?
I honestly don't know, but they're called Marines, so you'd expect them to be quite military based, but you never know.
Oh God, they're a military team.
I have no idea where Marine is from. I really don't. I'll have a look though. I should know, but let's have a look.
If they're a military team, Jesus Christ, could you imagine them?
The Marines is an American thing anyway. Marine AFC. Oh, they're from Crosby, which is in Merseyside. Area. So, yeah. They're a member of both the Liverpool County and Lancashire County Football Associations and currently play in the Northern Premier League Division 1 North West. And just to put that in context, they're called the Mariners and the Lily Whites. And they are, wow, that's amazing. Marine is notable for having the longest serving manager in post-war English football. Rhodey Howard occupied the post from 1972 all the way to 2005 and managed a total of 1,975 games. His final match in May 2005 was a 1-0 defeat against Everton in the Liverpool Senior Cup final.
Wow.
Yeah, the club was actually formed in 1894. They've been going a long, long time. So,
holy shit.
They are literally a non-professional team. So their stadium holds 3,185 people at full capacity, only 389 seats. I love that stuff. That's what makes football what it is. That kind of stuff, you know? So all standing. Fucking when I was a kid, you stood. You didn't sit down with your prawn sandwiches. Hey, come on, Chelsea. Come on, Arsenal. What hell? Not a prawn sandwich. You fucking stand up and you give it some and you fucking start laying into the opposition, not throwing celery from the shed end, for fuck's sake. Football, mate. Whoever you're supporting this weekend, have a great time. Enjoy.
Yes.
If you're supporting a minnow, enjoy the fucking moment because you never know when they'll come around again. Trust me. You know, these cup runs can be quite special. Lincoln, for literally 20, 30 years, did nothing in the cups. Then all of a sudden, we had this incredible FA Cup run, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. I was so blessed. I got to go to every single game. And honestly, I know that you can't be there for the games now because of this bullshit fucking virus, but you can still enjoy it. And especially if you're a Marine fan, you better be watching on TV, all of you. Have a great time, have a few drinks, enjoy yourselves, and watch as your Carpenter at left back kicks Son Myung-hin up the arse right into the stands. I want to see that. I want to see that so much. Do you know what? Fuck it. Bollocks to COVID. Everybody fucking go to the ground anyway and just break in and fucking support them. Bollocks. Just scared a shot out of Tottenham. They turn up and there's like 4,000 Marine fans there. Come on in. That'd be fucking brilliant. No, obviously, do not flaunt fucking COVID protocol, please, ladies and gentlemen.
No, please.
Terrible piece of advice. That's it from this predictions for the FA Cup. Jeremy Miller obviously has no clue who half those teams are, but he's made a pick anyway. And if you have made it all the way to the end of this fucking awful car crash, then make sure you comment below and let us know who you think is going to win this weekend. And if you're supporting Marine, because if you're not, I hate you. Even Tottenham fans should be supporting Marine. Come on. You're in the Carabao Cup final. You don't need this. Let Marine win. Throw the game. It'll be the greatest moment in football history. Throw it. It'll be incredible. Come on, Marine. Come on.
Marine then ends up facing Chelsea and beat Chelsea.
I think Marine are something like 50-1 to score a goal. So, like, I would seriously throw a quid at it. Why not?
Right?
You could make some serious money. You really could.
Yeah.
Just from a laugh. Like, all they got to do is score. Could be an own goal. Could get one free kick. Could bounce off somebody's fucking 50p head and go in the back of the net. You have no idea. But yeah, that's it as far as Sly Fox goes for the FA Cup. Enjoy the weekend. Lots of sports on. Wherever you're watching, make sure you get in contact with us because we'll be covering the majority of it at some point, providing Jeremy can get off his fat lazy ass. So yeah, happy days.
Happy days.
Go away. I want bugger off. Enjoy your weekend, gang.